Unstructured case interviews are very common in final round consulting interviews. You will not land a consulting offer unless you learn how to deal with these challenging and ambiguous types of case interviews. If you're preparing for your upcoming consulting interviews and don't know what unstructured case interviews are, then this video will be very important for you. I'm a former Bain manager and interviewer, and in this video, we'll cover what an unstructured case interview is and the 5 steps to solve any unstructured case interview. So, what is an unstructured case interview? An unstructured case interview is a business problem that you and the interviewer will solve together through a series of 3 to 5 questions with discussions built around each. You will often have minimal time to structure your thoughts, have limited data, and jump between topics frequently. Unstructured case interviews are most frequently asked in final round interviews, usually by more senior interviewers such as partners or managing directors. More senior interviewers have more freedom when deciding what case interview to give candidates, so they will often give cases based on their actual work experience without needing to do much preparation. As a result, these cases often come off as unstructured compared to the types of case interviews candidates see in their first round interviews, which are explicitly written out and tested before given to candidates. There are 5 main distinctions between unstructured case interviews and traditional case interviews. The first is that unstructured case interviews often jump right into the first question of the case. The second difference is that unstructured case interviews may jump suddenly to a different question completely. The third difference is that unstructured case interviews tend to be more qualitative in nature. There's less quantitative calculations. The fourth difference is that unstructured case interviews tend to have more interruptions from the interviewer. And finally, the last difference is that unstructured case interviews may not actually have a final answer. Before we move on to teaching you how to solve any unstructured case interview, please take a second to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our consulting interview content. You'll not only get good karma for your upcoming interviews, but you'll also be helping support our small YouTube channel. Let's move on to how to solve an unstructured case interview. It can be difficult solving an unstructured case interview as the structure of each case can be drastically different from one to another. However, the following 5 strategies can be applied to any unstructured case interview. They should significantly improve your case interview performance. Strategy number 1, build a strong foundation of business knowledge. In an unstructured case interview, you won't have much time to think alone in silence. Therefore, it's important to build a strong foundation of business knowledge in order to have a quick instinct for business. Having a sharp business acumen will help you understand the unstructured case interview better, develop answers or hypotheses quicker, and give answers that make logical and feasible sense. If you are struggling to understand basic terms used in business such as market share, profitability, and competitive advantage, you'll have a difficult time getting through an unstructured case interview. Strategy number 2, structure your answers. It is important to have at least a basic structure for every answer that you give. This will make it easier for the interviewer to understand what you are saying. Most candidates think that it is acceptable to present unstructured thoughts in an unstructured case interview. Don't do this. Your structure can be very basic, as simple as enumerating the different reasons that support your answer. You can also use a simple 2-bucket framework which takes the form of X and not X. Examples of these frameworks include economic, non-economic, short-term, long-term, revenue, costs, and demand, supply. Strategy number 3, caveat your answers. Because you will not have a ton of concrete information in an unstructured case interview, it is important to caveat your answers where appropriate. You do not want to take an aggressive and bold stance on an answer if you do not have all the information to be able to support it. Therefore, when giving your answer, realize that there are assumptions that you are making. Try to caveat your answer by explaining the assumptions you are making. This makes your answer much more robust and easier to change if needed. Strategy number 4, be flexible and coachable. In an unstructured case interview, you should not expect your answer to remain the same throughout the entire case. The interviewer will be challenging your thoughts and providing some new perspectives or information as you go. Therefore, it is important that you are flexible and okay with changing your answer. Listen to the clues and nudges that the interviewer is giving you. If they go against your current working answer, you may want to modify or even completely change it. Remember, the interviewer is on your side. They are trying to get you to reach the right answer, if there is one. So, listen to their advice. And finally, strategy number 5, check in with the interviewer often. In an unstructured case interview, it will be easy to get off track or go down tangents. Therefore, it is important to frequently check in with the interviewer. What we mean by this is that before going down a certain path of the case interview, ask the interviewer if they agree with your approach. When giving an answer to your interviewer's questions, ask them if they agree with your answer. This is an easy way to check in with the interviewer to make sure you are going down the right path and are also giving answers that seem reasonable to them. You now have all the tools you need to solve any unstructured case interview. If you're looking for a step-by-step shortcut to learn case interviews quickly, check out our comprehensive case interview course and books. Links are in the video description below. We teach the most robust, effective case interview strategies in the least time-consuming way to save you hundreds of hours of prep time and help you land multiple consulting job offers.